I'm taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Oh yeah, the crown. So close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Oh yeah.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Time for another exciting episode review of the one and only One Piece. Oh wait, he's sitting right here. Wow. Wow, Monkey D. Luffy. The One Piece War, episode 803. No, 803. Episode 804, sorry. So, this week's episode of One Piece. Wow. Okay then. So, kind of turns out that this episode is very simple. It is basically the flashback, the continuation of the flashback of Sanji. And and I gotta say, man, when it comes to this flashback episode, damn, Toei. Absolutely phenomenal job. This flashback was just absolutely phenomenal. Toei did a very outstanding job bringing out the hardships and struggles of Sanji. Now, granted, it's not fully over yet because we're still kind of getting into that sense. I mean, it's not officially over yet because it's going to pretty much end next week. It's almost just about to end pretty much, but damn, I just gotta say though, and especially Judge's message at the end of the episode was very, very, wow, very cuts through you like a freaking knife though. I'm not gonna lie though, like watching this in the anime compared to the manga, wow, I think I just felt like more of an emotional impact. And again, fuck the Vince smokes. So I'm gonna say, fuck the Vince smokes. But when it comes to this episode though, just when it comes to that, basically, it just sees that Sanji, like back then when the mom was still alive, that he would try different kinds of new recipes in order to make her some really good food, to actually, you know, to make her try. And he would go out there no matter rain, snow, whatever, he would do whatever it takes because he misses his mom and they knew something was wrong, that she was about to die eventually. So that's why even if the food wasn't that fantastic the way he made it, to cook, she still ate it and thought it was still pretty good regardless. You know, the maid or the helper lady, yeah, she wasn't a big fan of it. But that again, I mean, hey, I guess, you know, when you're about to be on death's door, anything is possible to eat at that point. So anyways, I don't know, just saying. I know it's kind of a little you know, it's kind of a little messed up to be saying that, but just saying. Anyways, when it comes to this episode though, we did get to see a lot of cool, so we actually got to see how the kids have improved, and of course they're still being assholes to Sanji. And Reiju, when it comes to Reiju and Sanji in this episode, it got me so hard. The emotions just right here, man. Like, oh man, it just hit me so hard though. Like, I just couldn't, I couldn't take it anymore, man. Like, we're actually seeing Reiju, like, she is the only one that has those traits of her mom that are pretty much left over. But except a little more different, because like, even though, yeah, the only difference between them and her is that like her body's pretty much built just like them. The only difference is she has more of a caring personality compared to the boys, where they're basically just pretty much assholes. So yeah, I'm really starting to love Reiju even more, and it was really emotional and it was really that moment where she's like, look, just go, don't turn back, just go, run away, don't worry about, you know, what happens or whatever, just get on that pirate ship. Just look, never come back here. You heard Dad. Just never mention that Judge is your real father. Never mention that to the public, because that's how his pride is on the line. And Judge didn't really care. He's like, you know what? Go ahead. You know what? You're useless to me. You're not my son anymore. What's the whole point? But you do gotta do this one thing for me. Don't even mention that I am your father ever. Not to mention though, he says like it doesn't really matter, you're completely useless, you would pretty much not survive out there in the sea regardless. So that's pretty much why also that Judge was sending him in that cell for like all those months, is because technically, you know, hey, you know, it's like maybe he'll learn something there after doing that, because, you know, we don't want the public to see that, you know, that we'll just make up some excuse that he either died or something, etc., etc. So when that came around, though, because of course Judge is that kind of character, he has that, he's not really a father-like figure to begin with regardless, so that kind of actually makes sense. So yeah, and also I really did feel bad for Sanji in this episode, because no matter what he tried, all he wanted to do was just live that life with the cookie, man. And it really sucks that he had to go through that abuse, but that's just the way it goes, man. Sanji was actually just a true blue, man. He was a true player. Man, that's just how it is, man. He has to take those beatings. And when he heard about Zeph, especially at the end, Sanji got knocked the fuck out, though. At the very end of the episode, we saw his face just splattered all over the place with blood and everything. Face all messed up. It was sad, man. It really was, like, depressing just to see Sanji this way, man. It was a really depressing flashback. But at the same time, it was handled very well done, though. But I really did love the ending, though, where we saw, like, we saw Yonji. It was like, yeah, we saw the black face. Yo, that was cool. That was hot. I love the way they animate that, like, the shadow, like, the dark colors they use to make them very intimidating. That was actually really cool. That scene got me, that scene got me so hyped. It wasn't even funny. That scene was actually pretty dope. So, other than that, though, and the animation was actually fine for the most part. I didn't mind the animation for this week's episode. I couldn't really find any flaws with the animation this week, though. Maybe there could have been one, but I just didn't really pay attention about how deep the flashback was, so... yeah, I mean, that's all I really gotta say about the episode. I mean, granted, we didn't really do much for the episode, because it was just mainly just finishing up the flashback. I mean, well, it technically is still finished, but it's just like a little bit left. And then next week's, judging from the preview, it looks like Luffy and Cracker's fight is about to continue on, but it looks like that is also going to be coming close to an end. But when it comes to the pacing, I have a feeling, especially from what we're going to be getting in October for the 1 hour One Piece double episode, yeah, I'm not surprised that I have a feeling these particular parts are going to be extended quite a bit. So it's going to suck. I know what they're going to do. It's going to really, really suck that they're going to have to do that. So that may or may not ruin it a bit, but I'm really hoping that the fight between Luffy and Cracker could end between that point. Really hoping, depending what their scheduling is going to be. So, that is pretty much it. The rating for this episode gets a solid, clean 5 out of 5. I mean, the emotions for the flashback, say what you want, though, about the One Piece anime, but when it comes to important shit like flashback, man, they nail it, man. They nail it every freaking time. They really do. So a very short review, not really long, but otherwise, though, that's pretty much it. As a manga reader, I would say I enjoy this version better compared to the manga. Much more better, much more impactful, especially with the voice actors really giving it their all. So that's pretty much all I gotta say. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of One Piece episode 804 review. I will see you guys next time for episode 805 review. Sadly for you manga folks, for the manga cats, there is of course no chapter of One Piece that week. There is no chapter whatsoever of the One Piece Wall. Sadly though, we will have to wait for another week after that, so a couple weeks for the newest chapter. But whatever though, that means I'll just see you guys for another anime episode for episode 805 when that's released. So yeah, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out the notification, click the bell and join the squad to get notifications quicker on my videos when they're actually out and out there to the public. Also, do not forget to also follow my social media plugins and my gamer tags as well for you gamers. So peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And manga fans, keep supporting Butcher Beat what you watch. And that's it. I will see you guys actually just next weekend for the new episode, since there's no new chapter this week. So yeah, see you guys for the new episode next week.